Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for a video. Not sure how long this will be. But yesterday I was touching on a long distance relationship. And I've done videos on this, but I guess, it's new people and don't think to search, back into the other videos. But let me help you understand something about long distance relationships. And also, I'm gonna do another video on quick marriage proposals. But when it comes to long distance relationship, the reason why I say it's not real is because if I leave an inkling that it is real, somebody gonna take that and say, "Oh, Tony said 99.9% of the time it's not real, but 0.1% of the time it's real." So that means the long distance relationship I have is real. Now listen, if your long distance relationship is real, you don't have to ask anybody. You will know that you know. If you have uncertainty, it's not real. When something is real, you don't need nobody else's opinion. I don't have to go to nobody and ask them, does my wife love me? And am I in a healthy relationship? I don't have to ask nobody. I only have to ask the Lord Jesus Almighty, because it's already known. It's already known. I have no certain. I got peace in my heart from God. So that's why you ain't got to go ask God about it, because it come with peace. What come from God, it's going to be peace, and it's not going to be confusion when God is in the midst. So understand this right here. How many successful long distance relationships do you know of other than the one you in? Other than the one you in that you so-called is successful. How many do you know of? Oh, you got a friend who got a successful long distance. Okay, one couple. Oh, you know of two now. Oh, a third just hit you. Oh, okay, Lord. Let me ask you, how many people in the world? Oh, 7 billion. Oh, okay. Oh, so 7 billion people. Okay, and you know 1, 2, 3 successful long distance relationship. Oh, that sounds like great odds to me. Do that sound like great odds to you? No, absolutely not. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all about these long distance relationships. Listen, it's somebody in your city that you need. You need somebody in your city. If your city is raggedy, move. Because if you start a long distance relationship, you're going to have to move anyways. So if you get on an online date and you see all the hit ups you getting is coming from Houston, Texas, or Washington, D.C., or Atlanta, Georgia, or Columbus, Ohio, then just move there. So you can meet somebody in person there instead of talking to them on a dating site. Just go ahead and pick up and move. Because if you meet somebody there, you ready to pick up and move anyway, so just go and move. Now listen. Listen to me now. Let me slow down. All right, let me slow down. Let me take me some breaths. Listen to me now. Cheating, okay, is emotional cheating or it is physical cheating. Let me help you understand something. Emotional cheating or physical cheating is the second easiest thing in the world for a man to do. You know what the first easy thing for a man to do is? Breathe. That's the first easiest thing for a man to do. The second easiest thing for a man to do is cheat. Point blank period. A sister tried to say to me, well, Tony, you saying long distance relationship is not real. Somebody may take your advice and give up their relationship and their relationship from God. God not finna send you a headache. God not finna send you a guessing game. God not finna send you something. God said, I am not the author of confusion. If you sitting at home confused why your long distance man ain't call you at 9 o'clock like he said he was gonna call you, and now you sitting up to midnight losing sleep. Now you missing sleep because he didn't call you. You calling him. You can't reach him. You calling down to the precinct asking, has such and such been booked in? They say no. You calling all the hospitals in a 25-mile radius of his house asking has such and such been admitted. They say no. You think that's of God? No. No. God sit high and look low. God not finna be playing with you. God, okay, let me send a man 700 miles away. God got the ability to let your husband be the UPS deliverer at the door who's single. And y'all open the door and fall in love when y'all make eye contact above his mask and your mask. You see what I'm saying? So stop thinking that God finna have you jumping through hoops and doing backstrokes online looking for a man. No, that's not the case. Oh, honey, you're trying to say that God won't have a man propose to a woman under 6 months. You know, in the Bible, you had to be betrothed or betrothed, however you spell it, for 12 months. That's an engagement. In the Bible, you had to wait 12 months. Okay, you was betrothed for 12 months before you got married. That was your time right there to get to know each other. To be friends, to see if this thing gonna work out, like to really feel one another, because divorce was not permitted because it was just too many men just, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. That's why it was enacted that you couldn't get a divorce unless your wife cheated on you, because too many men were just, I'm done, I'm done. That's why that was put in, so you got to understand context. So even in the Bible days, and see back then, you was engaged for 12 months and you didn't have TV, did not have cable, did not have internet, and you still needed 12 months to get to know each other in person. Oh, God can send you somebody from another country. You know, in the Bible, they were telling them, date people from your own country. Now, there was a lot of people that date outside their country, but you was looked at crazy. Oh, you finna go date a such and such? Oh, you finna marry a such and such? But you from over here. What you did on somebody? What if y'all got different gods? What if y'all got different belief systems? What if they eat the animal that part at the hoof and chew up the cud, and you don't? So hold on now. Them women over there gonna make you lose your religion. When you read the Bible in so many words, you keep reading this, like, hold on now. You see men that was led astray from dealing with women from other countries who didn't believe the way they believe. So you were told to be with your own. And then in some instructions, you were told to go be with somebody else. But listen, in today's time, we too intertwined, the world too connected. It's too many people for you to have to meet somebody on the other side of the world. It's like, if you got to meet somebody from the other side of the world, that means where you at, don't nobody want you, and where they at, don't nobody want them. So y'all need to work on y'all. You need to work on you right where you at. Like, what do you need to do? Do you need to increase your education? Do you need to go get a certification? Do you need to lose some weight? Do you need to eat some peanut butter and jelly and gain a little weight? Do you need to do some squats? Do you need to write a book? Do you need to start a business? What do you need to do to elevate yourself so that you could attract somebody at the grocery store, at the gas station, so you don't have to worry about a long distance relationship? Now, the exception here is when you meet somebody in your city and y'all fall in love and you love each other, you get married, and then somebody has to travel for work and they got to be there for months at a time or a year, like being deployed. That's different. But even then, unless you have children that's in school and they got a whole lot going on, you need to move with them. And if somebody's job taking them to another country or another city for an extended period of time, then that means they're getting paid enough so that you don't have to work and you could go with them and y'all still could be in love. And if you want to pick up some work, you could pick up some temporary work in the city if y'all need the extra income. But no, if you got to go somewhere and travel and it's too much and you making good money, no, you ain't leave me home, playboy. No, we got to go. Because listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Remember when I told you it's the second or third easiest thing for a man to do to cheat? Understand this. It's men who are seen as reputable, classy, respectable, good men who raise their children in the home, who pay all the bills, who do everything right, and still have a whole nother family in the other country that they work in. I hear about it every day. Got a whole nother family. It's guys who drive trucks, but always delivering to this one state. Got a whole nother girlfriend in that state, because his delivery always taking him to that same place. Got a whole nother girlfriend, got a whole nother family in that other state. Married in both states. You see what I'm saying? Listen to me. I'm a man. I know men. The reason why long distance relationships are not real and why they do not work is because men have not evolved to the level of faithfulness to be faithful to a woman he cannot see in person, that he cannot touch in person. Men are not at that level of maturity. Men not at that level. It's women who can do it, but guess what? It's a lot of women who cheating. It's a lot of women who cheating. I coach women who cheating on their husband or cheated on their husband. You hear me? It's a lot of women falling into this sin. And the crazy thing about it is, it's a lot of women falling into sin in a long distance relationship and cheating on the man that they with long distance and doing more with the man in person than they have ever done with the man long distance. I mean, just sitting on there just gargling. Got all kind of stuff going on with the man in person. And the man long distance ain't never experienced them in that way. This man over there barely even know the woman, barely explored the woman body, and she at home with a whole nother man because the relationship long distance. She just all kind of microphones. You see what I'm saying? This is real because you need somebody. I remember when I was working for a multi-billion-dollar company as a life coach for their organization. And they would fly me from my state to their state every week. I would be gone from 2 days to 4 or 5 days a week, every single week. And this lasted for 7 months. About 7.5 months. Do you know when I started coming home, for them 7.5 months, my wife was ice cold. She was ice cold. She was just like a zombie. Like, she really didn't want to talk to me that much. Really just didn't show any emotion. Really wasn't like happy to see me. And this job for me was a dream job. I'm working at the highest level. I'm coaching multi-millionaires in a $1 billion organization. And I'm getting paid. Now, I could make way more money sitting at home. But it was a cool experience, a cool opportunity that I wanted to take up. And so I took that up and I almost lost my family. Not literally. And I asked my wife, I said, baby, you know what I'm saying? Why you act like you don't really miss me? Like you ain't excited to see me. Like you ain't happy, you know what I mean? Like you ain't happy for me. She said, well, I can't really get too excited because as soon as I get excited and happy that you home, you got to turn around and leave. And that is an emotional roller coaster that I don't want to have to go through. So I'm like, wow. During that same period, my 8-year-old son, he was 8 at the time. He's 13 now, so this was a while ago. We were driving to school. He said, Dad, I'm quiet sometimes, but you wouldn't know because you're never here. My relationship was almost like a long distance relationship. My wife could have been in all kind of stuff. Could have been entertaining. In that period, could have been an ex-boyfriend who lived in the city, message on Facebook. Now, God forbid, it'd have been a couple dead people in the city, but that could have happened. That could have happened. And look here. This is with a good man, a faithful man, a God-fearing man, a 100% faithful man who coming home every week, home 4 days out the week, 2 to 4 days out the week, every week. And things started to deteriorate. And I had to call the company and say, listen, I got to let this go. I had signed a 3-year deal. I said, no, I'm going to have to let this go. It's too much strain on my family. I know firsthand that long distance relationship for a man is not real. And see, this is the thing. It be women in the comments. Oh, you trying to tell me long distance relationship is not real? I'm in a long distance relationship and we are extremely happy. We are so in love. Listen, you speaking for yourself. You speaking for yourself. Because if you so in love, you'll move your butt to where he stay. If he's so in love, he'll move his butt to where you stay. That long distance relationship y'all have is not real. That's not real. That's lip service. That's lip service and video service when you on the video doing the nasty and you sitting there getting watched by Eric Snowden. Eric Snowden sitting there watching. Oh, they're eating the popcorn. Oh, she's using that toy tonight. This is interesting. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Did he tell her to use that one tonight? The CIA and the FBI sitting there watching you. I use FaceTime, Tony. Yeah, the Apple employee sitting at Apple. Woo! Oh wow! Oh man, she didn't shave early enough. You see that right there? Little razor bumps. Woo! This is interesting. Oh, I use Zoom. The Zoom employee watching you. Listen, anything that's coded could be decoded. People sitting there watching you. I watched a live stream the other day of boxing interview. Why are these people live streaming? They done got hacked by some kids. And the kids on there, America sucks. Mike Tyson will win the fight. The kids keep hollering over the live stream because they done hacked it. Anything, so your long distance relationship, you doing all that nasty, Mr. Nasty. Listen, because once I figured this out, once I got to a high enough height to understand how this here world work, especially how this here country work, I don't ask my wife for nothing through no phone. I'm married and don't want no nude in no picture, and don't want to do no nasty on no FaceTime or no Skype or no Zoom or no WhatsApp or nothing. Because I know they watching. And then they go on your social media profile. Ooh, calling their friends over. Hey, you see this right here? Look, this lady right here on social media is like, she's so classy, like school teacher, executive, like dressed all nice, jeans and blazer, but like every week I get the show of a lifetime. Like, oh my goodness, she is a loose cannon. When I tell you this is a wild one, you have to watch this type because the stuff she does on these cameras, oh my goodness. You see what I'm saying? You in a fake long distance relationship, got your whole body, not that's you all over the internet. So guess what? You remember when it came out? Gabrielle Union, I think, nude, Megan Good. This public record, that's why I'm saying these names. But they news came out on the line because somebody had to hack their iCloud, them or their husband iCloud, and their stuff was released out online. That's what's happening in your long distance relationship because it's not real. You need to be in person. What your eyes can't see, and you need to see it with your eyes. You need to be able to touch it with your hand. And the reason why I'm telling you like this right here is because men are visual creatures, physical touch creatures. And a man, there were studies that showed that men have a sexual thought every 15 seconds. Every 15 seconds. While I'm up here talking to you, by every 15 seconds, I'm picturing my wife naked. While I'm up here talking to you. I'm thinking about when the next time I'm finna be able to love me some. You hear me? On Cherie Gaskins. You hear me? That's how a man mind work. So when you way over here in your city, he way over there in his city, what you think he doing at work? What you think he doing at the grocery store, at the gas station? I remember when I was in church, I couldn't even, back before we had all this, I literally had to switch from a black church to a white church. Because the way black women was built, a lot of black women, not all black women is voluptuous, but the way a lot of black women was built, they up there praising the Lord and got them basketballs back there just I'm trying to praise the Lord. Lord, just please help me, Lord. Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Lord, Jesus, Lord, what is going on, Lord? It's all kind of, I'm like, I had to go to the white church because they were built different. Yes, look like the back of the phone case. You know, the Caucasian women, and on average. Now, of course, there's some that built other ways, but on average, they were like the back of this phone. I was fine enough. Woo! Yes, Lord. Dang it. My eyes on the Lord. So I had to get out of that area where I was attracted and go on somewhere else. You know why? Because that's how men mind work. And listen, the reason why I understand men is because I know I'm not abnormal in a negative sense. You see, I'm telling you my truth, but I'm around men every day, all day. I played football from the age of 7 to the age of 21. In college, I'm in the locker room with 95 guys. I know men. Men know men. Men know how our mind works. I'm telling you how my mind works, and you talking to a guy that don't even watch pornography, that don't even answer 8, don't even deal with Angela, don't even cheat. You see what I'm saying? That right there is rare in itself. I don't even curse. I don't even say curse words. Do you even know a man that don't say a curse word? So I'm telling you, if I have these same struggles, I know every man have these same struggles. It's not rocket science. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Let that online, internet, long distance relationship go. You wasting your time. That man in all kind of lust. Listen to me. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship with a man who lived with you? If you have ever lived with a man, you've been cheated on by that man or a man. If you have dated a man in your city, you've been cheated on. If you see women left and right getting cheated on in their own household, in their own city, what do you think is happening in a long distance relationship unless this man is the apple of God's eye? If this ain't Apostle Paul's son, if this ain't Olive Oil Jr., listen to me. If this ain't King James Version Senior or the third or the fifth, listen to me. That relationship is not real. And if it is real, you're not here. You're not watching this. If it's real, because you don't have a doubt in your mind. But I'm telling you like this right here. If you could call Eric Snowden, y'all know Eric Snowden is a movie called, the movie might be called Eric Snowden, about the man who he was working for the CIA or something like that, and he went rogue and started telling all the business about what they doing. Call that man. Ask that man what your long distance boyfriend doing. He finna go right in that phone. Okay, yeah, he's talking to Alicia at 10:30 p.m. I'm guessing you're sound asleep then. Okay, he talks to Megan at 11. Okay, he just FaceTime with Lindsay last night. It was an hour and a half. Where were you? Oh, you were at gymnastics with your daughter? Oh, okay. So you couldn't talk on the phone for 4 hours because you were at gymnastics? Okay. Well, while you were at gymnastics for those 4 hours, okay, we got Megan, we got Lindsay, we got Alicia. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Like the guy, Tony Gaskins or Askins, whatever you told me, sent you to me, like he told you, he was right. You're not really in a relationship. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Ask Eric. Eric will tell you. Eric will tell you that long distance relationship you in is a figment of your imagination. Oh, we get to see each other every weekend. Oh, we see each other every 2 weeks. Okay, what's happening in between that time? Because listen to me. And this man ain't abstinent for you. Because when you go see him, you getting hanky-pank. So what you think he doing when you not there? Oh, not all of a sudden he a holy roller. Not all of a sudden he abstinent when you not there. No. Because see, let me tell you something. I can set this thing up 1,000 miles away. I can set this thing up 1,000 miles away. And this little old bitty hole right here, a bullet could fit right through that hole. If a man love you, he'll shoot a man in the head right through this here thing from 1,000 miles away. If a man love you, he gonna pack up and move to you. If a man love you, when a man fall in love, because see, when a man fall in love, he don't let nothing stand in his way. You hear me? If he got to visit your country on a visa and then stay in your country illegally, that's what he gonna do. It's no such thing as a long distance for a man, because ain't nothing gonna stand between a man and the woman he love. You hear me? Not the earth, not the moon, not the sun, not the stars. If a man love you, he will leave at 11, go and get the moon, and be back before noon. You hear me? A man not gonna be in a long distance relationship with you if he love you. And if he deployed, the only way he gonna be deployed without you coming to him is if he need that distance, that time, and that space to do his thing. That's why the men be over there in Vietnam and had them a Vietnamese girlfriend. Be over there Germany, had them a German girlfriend. You better ask somebody who in the service. You better ask somebody who see long distance relationships. They'll tell you, people in the service, they will tell you that the women that's in the service, they will tell you that the men that's on that base cheating like ain't no tomorrow. You let a woman that's in the service that look anywhere half decent tell you how many faithful men in the service she know. She'll be like, well, it was one guy I met 9 years ago when I first got deployed that I feel like could have been faithful, but honestly, he could have had a porn addiction, or he could have been dealing with men, and I just wasn't thinking about that, so I ain't picked that up. But other than that, one guy, you might meet one woman in the service that say, well, I could say I know 5 guys that I feel 100% faithful to their wife that's back home. Listen to me. I coach people in the service. I got clients deployed all around the world. I hear the stories about long distance relationships. Listen, come on now. I got family that dealt with all kind of jailbirds. That's a long distance relationship. They be telling what these jailbirds be doing. These jailbirds be having a different woman come visit them every day. Jailbird wrist so strong from writing all them letters to the 7 different women. Jailbird can have 14, 15 different women because they can write 2-3 letters a day. Could have 21 different, just pen paling, the wrist so strong. You go out there and the wrist like this. You're like, why your wrist so large? Have they been abusing you in here? Are these holding your wrist too tight when you're going to the mess hall? No, that wrist so swole because all the handwriting he doing for all the other girlfriends he got. He ain't got no typewriter in there. He got no computer in there to be typing on. Listen, that's why his hands so swole. So understand what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, if you're in a long distance relationship, somebody need to make a move. Somebody need to make a move. Because humans, what do humans do? This is what humans do. Okay? So when you long distance, you can't do. And when you can't do that, guess what? Eventually, and if you can't do that, and you can't do that, and you can't even do this, rub down somebody's neck, rub their hair. When you can't have physical touch, listen, it's a human law that if you don't get touched for a period of time, for a long period of time, you start to die. You start to die. If you have a baby and you lay that baby down and don't touch that baby will die. Humans got to be touched. That's why when you ain't got no man, you let your coworkers hug you. That's why you go to church, to get all the church hugs that give you life. And when you in a relationship and y'all can't touch, you can't hug, you can't hold hands, you can't kiss, it is not real. It's not real. Yeah, it's real in your mind, but you down on the inside, they down on the inside. That's why y'all stressing. And that's why y'all don't love each other enough to make that move. Oh, well, we have circumstances where we can't move. All right, well, you need to love somebody in your city. Because love transcends distance. Love transcends time. Love closes the gap. Love stands in the gap. Love bridges the gap. Love bridges the distance. Love gonna make it happen. You hear me? When it's real love. And what you got to understand is this man, if you, now for this thing to be real, This long distance relationship, this man got to be the apple of God's eye. He cannot drink. He cannot curse. He cannot smoke. He cannot watch porn. He cannot gamble. You hear me? He cannot be addicted to video game. He can't have no addiction. He can't have any vices. If he have anything that has him off balance, he is cheating. If he have anything that have him off balance, he cheating, because it is in a man's nature to procreate, to reproduce. That is a constant thought in a man's mind to do what it takes to reproduce. Even if he's scrapping up, he still want to do the act. And the only way he don't want to do the act is if he is a virgin and he has a religious conviction that is keeping him abstinent until marriage. And even then, you know what I do not hear men brag about when they virgins? I do not hear them brag that they also do not deal with Angela. So technically, my boy, you not no virgin because you dealing with Angela. You already know what it feel like. You might well go stick it in some because you already know what it feel like. You already having releases. Your brain going through the same thing, and all you doing is intensifying your lust. That's why you lusting so hard at every single booty that walk past you, because you keep dealing with Angela. If you're gonna be abstinent, then you need to abstain from your hand and from a woman. You hear me? And if you can't do that, then you're not abstinent. You're not no virgin. You know what I'm telling you? So listen, you got to all the way renew your mind, your body, your spirit. Consecrate your mind, your body, your spirit. You got to be all the way locked in. And this is what people do not understand. So, ladies, the reason why y'all don't understand this about long distance relationship is because you're not a man. And you listen to grown boys that's telling you lies. Me personally, I know men, and I know all types of men. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't believe any man other than Jesus Christ himself can be faithful in a long distance relationship for a long period of time. When I say long period of time, I mean 12 months or more. The max I'm going to give a man being faithful to a woman is 12 months, long distance, when he can't see her and can't touch her. And then if he do get to see you every month or twice a month, you still, it's kind of like this. When y'all see each other, you have that serotonin, that dopamine, that oxytocin release. That activation in your brain is just like hitting your line. So it's just like this right here. If somebody hit them a line, do you think they just gonna hit that line on Saturday? And then every Saturday they just gonna hit that line? But then they not gonna want to touch that line on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday? Eventually, after they done hit that line, Saturday, something gonna happen. They gonna need to hit it on Sunday. Now, once they hit it on Sunday, now it become a routine. Okay, now I need it Saturday and Sunday. Something gonna happen. Stressful day at work, they gonna need to hit it on Monday. Now they done hit that Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You see what I'm saying? You get where I'm going? Same thing with long distance relationship. When you go see that person, get them that hanky pank, even if it's not physical, getting that release. Now that same release, they're gonna have a stressful day at work. They need their release on Sunday, or they need it on Monday, or they need it, but you too far away. You can't give it. So guess what? That's where they go to the work wife or to the internet wife. All right, yeah, okay, get the lotion. Okay, all righty. Okay, oh, yeah, do that. Oh, yeah. That's where he get to going. Because he got stressed at work. Boss cussed him out. Didn't finish his TS reports. And so got cussed out, got rolled up, got to come home, need him a little something. All right. Woo. You see what I'm saying? So listen to me. If you're in long distance, y'all better be making arrangements. And if you heard my video the other day, it's called I Moved to Him or something. I Moved to Him, Talks with Tony. She made that arrangement. She moved over there. That man had her gone, ran her out of there in a week. A brother commented in the comment. He said, man, I know what that feel like. He said, I was dating a woman long distance one time and she moved to me. Her and her kids uprooted and moved to me. He said, I was ready for them to leave before they even got there. You see what I'm saying? The brother was telling the truth. So a lot of times when you long distance and a man keep you long distance, because really, he really don't really want you. He like you long distance. He really don't want to uproot his life. He really don't want to change nothing for you. He really like you long distance. He like you flying in. You mail in cooter. He just fly you in. Wham bam, thank you, man. All right, go on back home. That's how he like it. That's how a lot of men like long distance relationship, because you can't watch a man. Listen, you can't trust a man further than you could throw him. Go find you a grown man that know you, love you, and trust you, and say, hey, let me throw you. Let me pick you up and throw you. That's how far you could trust him. That's how far you could trust him. Oh, what, Tony? How are we supposed to have successful relationship? You tell us don't trust a man. Trust God. Trust God. And then trust the God in the man. And if you don't see a God in that man that you can trust, then you can't trust him. If you don't feel the anointing on this man, you can't trust him. If this man don't know God and walk with the Lord and devout the way you smell kind of like Jesus would have smelled. I get the sense that that's how Jesus would have smelled. The sweet aroma. Like, that just kind of make me want to touch the hem of your garment, even though I don't have the issue of blood. If you don't get that kind of feeling like this man really know the Lord, this man got a favor and a grace and a anointing on his life. If you don't get that feeling, you can't be in a long distance relationship with that man, because it will be nothing short of the grace of God for that man to be faithful to you. Long distance. I'm here to tell you why, because I know men. Ain't nowhere in the Bible do it say trust man. Ain't nowhere in the Bible do it say put your trust in a man. The Bible say a faithful man who can find one. And the Lord talking about me too, because you know what, every night I got, Lord, every night I might see my old set of hams walk by. Ooh, Lord, keep me focused. And my wife, what are you looking at? Oh my God. I'm like, baby, I wasn't looking at nothing. I just was looking that way. Oh, you wasn't looking at the girl with the tight white pants? Who got on white pants? I ain't even see nobody with white pants. I have to be praying. And look what I do every single day. And I got to be in prayer. A man don't reach a point the way it just turned off. And a lot of women have told me they don't reach a point to where it's turned off. That they still lust. That they still see handsome men. That they might not be oogling and googling, but they might be like, he look good. But guess what? A man mind and a woman mind is different. So if a man recognize a woman, it might not just be, she look good. If a man see, a man gonna be, what would I do to her? Whew. Boy, you know how I know this? Because I'm a man. Because I'm around men. Because I grew up around men. See, this one thing about being a man is a man ain't going to lie and fake in front for you. Because we all men. But see, when a woman come in the room, everybody. I never see women. I don't see any other woman than the woman I'm with. Ever. I can't even spell other woman. When a woman come in the room, everybody perfect. That's why you see online, black men don't cheat. It's a mockery. It's guys who trying to make a mockery of their cheating selves. And they know, and they making a mockery and making fun and making light of it, knowing they butt cheating. Because if you don't cheat, you ain't got to make no Facebook page about it. You ain't got to make no group about it. You ain't got to make no meme about it. If you don't cheat, you're going to live that. You're going to walk in that. And you don't need no pat on the back. I heard somebody sent me a video, a man talking about men need to get more credit for being faithful. No, you don't. You a grown man. Y'all edit this right here and send that to that boy who said that. I don't even know his name. You don't need no credit for being faithful. You was a grown man. You supposed to be faithful. What you just supposed to be illegal, what you just supposed to be nasty, supposed to be cheating. You don't need no credit for being faithful. You was a grown man. That's your job, to be faithful. Yes, is it hard? Yes, it's hard. But that's what life is. Hard. Life hard. Everything in life hard. It's hard to make $1 million. It's hard to make $100,000. It's hard to get a job. It's hard to keep a job. It's hard to lose weight. It's hard to gain weight. It's hard to read a book. It's hard. Everything in life hard. So guess what? You don't need no cookie for patting on. Oh, good job. Here go cookie. No, man up. Be faithful. And so listen, with me, what I have to work on, what I got to pray about is I got to pray, Lord, guard my eyes. Lord, help me not to be looking, to be lusting. And when I tell other men this, it's a very, very good man that I know. Very good man that I know. Outstanding. One of the best, I would say the best man I ever met. I say, man, look. Man, I can't be looking around at these women, man. I can't be looking around. He said, what? He said, listen, you could look, but not touch. Looking ain't touching. He was like, I'm not finna torture myself to not look, because that's human nature, to look. And I say, okay. I say, all right. I say, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I ain't want to say I was crazy. I was thinking the same thing. I'm saying this in my head. But I say, well, I just got to be different then. I'm going to have to be different. And I'm going to try every single day of my life. It's still a battle. It's still a struggle. And women don't understand that. Women do not understand that, because so many women act like they never lust after a man. They never recognize a man. When they're in a relationship, they don't even see another man. And I get that, because that is true for some women. It ain't true for all, but it's true for some. So I get that. But listen, if you don't have the mind of another person, I'll never tell a woman what's easy and hard for her, because I don't have a woman's mind. I'll never tell a woman that, suck it up. It's just a period. My goodness. It's like the cramps can't be that bad. Like, is the cramp that bad? You got to be complaining about the cramps? Like, come on. Contractions. Labor contract. This is your child. Suck it up. Labor contract. You're having a baby. What do you think this is? Like, God did this. You trying to tell me that my God is an imperfect God because you having labor contractions? And this is your baby that you done carried for 10 months. And now you telling me that this is painful? Oh my goodness. All you doing is pushing it out. Like, come on. How many things have gone up in there? And now you complain about something coming out of there? That ought to be a release. That ought to feel like, woosah. But I would think it'll hurt more something going in than coming out. Like when I sit down on the toilet and something come out of me, I'm like, oh. So I ought to think that'll feel good, pushing the baby out you. Like, suck it up. Get over this. That does not hurt. How did that sound? How stupid did I just sound telling a woman about what it is like to be a woman? Let me tell y'all women, that is how stupid you sound when you tell a man, and not just any man, but you tell a good man. You tell a faithful man, you tell a God-fearing man that it is easy not to cheat, and that it is easy not to lust, and that it is easy to be in a long-distance relationship. See, none of that stuff is easy. None of that is easy. Do we deserve credit and need a pat on the back when we do it? No. But is it easy? No, it ain't easy. But you don't get credit. Something bouncing off. Maybe this, like, what world? Something. What is like bouncing? Is it my desk? Probably my desk. I think my desk. I got the wrong color desk. Still waiting on my desk to come. So I'm like, listen, this stuff ain't easy now. And this is real. And the reason why I can attest to this is because I'm living it. I'm living a faithful, consecrated, focused life without inebriations, without getting drunk, without getting high, without gambling, without being addicted to a video game or addicted to pornography or having vices in my life. And I still see the struggle of keeping your head straight, and not looking left and right and not lusting, I still feel that and go through that. So that's how I know that a man who has vices, a man who is off kilter, a man who is unbalanced, a man who does not have a real capital R, capital E, capital A, capital L relationship with God, a real relationship. You hear me? Not relationship, a real relationship with God. I know he is failing, because a man cannot be faithful to a woman on his own strength. No, he cannot. So then here go the question. Oh, so I don't believe in God. And so I'm obviously going to marry a man who doesn't believe in God. So you're telling me a man who does not believe in God cannot be faithful. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Take it to the bank. What you want to put on it? $1 million? Go find me an atheist that say he 100% faithful to his wife. Guess what? I'm going to pay for the lie detector test. I'm going to pay for the test. You hear me? And if he pass it, I'm going to give you $1 million. I got to say, but I'm going to give you $1 million if he pass it. That he faithful to his wife in every sense of the word. He not cheating with Angela. He ain't cheating with pornography. And he not cheating with another woman. And he not cheating with another man. He not cheating with an animal. We got to answer all the questions. We got to ask all the questions now. When the lie detector test go down, have you ever let your dog lick on genitalia? Because this man out here doing that. Oh, yeah. This man out here doing that. Oh, yeah. Your cat lick genitalia. That line. Now the line was just when it said cheated with a woman, cheated with a man. Line was, when it got the pornography, that line went to. It got the he let his dog lick on him. We didn't want to find this. This is not what we want to find out today, brother. I thought I was coming in here to just lose a cool $1 million to a good, faithful atheist man. But the news that we have discovered today is shocking and appalling. And unfortunately, we're going to have to call Peter. You see what I'm telling you? Listen, I'm a man. I'm in the trenches. I know. I see good men struggling. And you know why they're struggling? Because the adversary is real. It ain't just that because a man is wired that way. It's because there is good and there is evil. And when there is evil, see, if the adversary can convince a man to cheat on his woman, then the adversary knows that a healthy household cannot be built. Because divided we fall. Together we stand. So the adversary attacks the weakest link. So see, what a man gets from intimacy may be slightly different than what a woman gets from intimacy. So see, men and women are different. And the reason why I know this too, because I'm married. So I live with a woman every single day. I know my drive. I know her drive. And I know how things is off. Like if a woman have a headache, 9 out of 10 women, 10 out of 10 women. If a woman have a headache, she do not want a man on her and she got a headache. If a man have a headache, he right in there with the headache. Cause he think that's medicine for the headache. Oh yeah, when I get this out, that's gonna lead the headache. So yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, come on, let's go. Man in there, a woman, she like, no, I got a headache. I'm not feeling good. I'm tired. I'm tired. I got a migraine. No. Now, a woman who don't love herself enough, or she love her man more than she love herself, then yeah, she'll let him climb on top of her with her headache, with her menstrual, with her recent surgery, with her recent inside of 6 weeks of giving birth. She'll let the man do what he want to do to her because she's scared of him. Because she's scared of him leaving, and she love him more than she love herself. And so she give her body to him even when it's a period to where she's not supposed to be touched. 6 weeks after giving birth, just had a surgery on her bike, on her when it got some cosmetic work done, ain't supposed to be doing nothing, no funny business. She'll let that man do what he want to do. In some kind of way. And because some women don't love themselves enough. Well, no, I can't sleep, but just put it right here. Oh, did you have to? shoot it that hard. Some women will just give they man his way because they don't love themselves enough. And so what you have to understand is that men and women different, and that men are more selfish than women. Men are more selfish than women. Because to be a woman, especially if you're going to bring a child into the world, not every woman will. Not every woman wants to. Some women will adopt if that's their, situation in life. They may adopt. They may not want kids. They may want a dog. They may want a cat. Whatever she wants. But if you're going to give birth to, imagine the selflessness you have to have. Because now you got to get up every 2 hours to feed the baby. So you ain't even getting you 4 hours of straight sleep because you had to get up 2 times in that to go feed the baby. To feed the baby. You know what I'm saying? A man over there, you up feeding the baby trying to get some milk and keep looking at daddy. Because daddy over there, he's snoring so loud and you falling asleep. The baby like, no, baby trying to lift her neck too early. You see what I'm saying? So because men are selfish when it comes to intimacy, that's why you have men who claim to be Christian, who claim to be religious, but still trying to get the woman they dating on her back. It's like, bro, you going against a whole God. You playing with a whole God. You finna cheating on God. You using God in one sentence, talking about you faithful and this your religion. Then the next sentence, you trying to get your woman on her back to sin against God with you. That's how selfish and greedy men could be. So that's why I do not believe in long distance relationships. That's why I cannot condone a long distance. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't let her be in a long distance relationship. I'd be in her ear all day, every day. Listen, either you gonna move to him or he gonna move to you. My sons, I'm not gonna let them be in no longer. Listen, you better move that woman to you, or you better move to that woman. That's not real. That ain't real. That's not real. Because the human needs. Human need companionship. Human need a touch. Human need a kiss. Human need a hug. And if especially you need that from the person that you with, if you're in a relationship, and you need it on a regular basis, and y'all need to have enough love to where it could be 101 to 100. Y'all want to be 100, and but before you get there, it need to be 51-49. Somebody gonna have to take that and say, hey, I'm gonna move. Whoever had the least to lose need to move. Whoever got the least to give up need to move. And it need to be real. And upon the move, before the move, it need to be perfect. Like before to move, it need to be perfect. If y'all fussing, fighting, arguing, nope. Save your plane ticket. Save your gas. Stay right where you at. The relationship is not real, just like I said. It need to feel like a fairy tale before you move. It need to feel like this is unreal. This love is so amazing. Our conversation is so amazing. We gel, we click, we bond so well. This is amazing. That's what you need to feel before you move in that long distance relationship. If you don't feel that, if y'all can't get along apart from each other, y'all not going to be able to get along together. Understand what I'm telling you. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this because you want to believe in your long distance relationship, but you either need to make a move, or they need to make a move, or you need to call it quits and meet somebody right there in your city where y'all could go ahead and get married and start building a family so you can add to the world. So you could replenish the earth. So you could further so you could push the world forward with your lineage, with your legacy, with your teachings, you raising an upstanding, respectable, responsible citizen of the world. And if that's a dog, if that's a cat, if that's a hamster on a wheel, you need to add to the world. And so if you cannot move to that person you with, or they cannot move to you, then y'all need to go on about y'all business, because it obviously the love is not big enough. Now, if it's a circumstance, a situation where you absolutely cannot, but when you really think about it, it's nothing that you absolutely cannot move. Oh, he can't come because he don't have the papers, he don't have a visa, and because he's a convicted felon where he's at. You talking to the wrong person then. You don't need to be talking to the convicted felon that can't even leave their country. And if they can't leave their country and you believe in them so much, then why don't you move there? Well, I can't give up my job, and I can't do this and I can't do that. Okay, well, you're talking to the wrong person. That is a relationship of inconvenience. See, God not gonna send you something of inconvenience. That's a relationship of inconvenience. That y'all not meant to be together. That's too many hoops and hurdles that y'all got going on. That love ain't about triumph. Love and relationships ain't about how much can you overcome. It ain't about that. It's about being teammates, being on the same page, working together, and you winning. You ain't fighting battles and keep losing battle, and just keep taking it, just trying to see how much you can withstand to prove your love. No, that's not love. That's not love. That's pain. You know what I'm telling you? A lot of y'all caught up, you confused. So I'm here to tell you, and the reason why I can tell you this is because this is what I do every day, all day. See, a lot of people, they just in their one long distance relationship, but I've already seen the end of that. Because the same exact makeup that you have in this long distance relationship, I already coached 50 million people, 50 people, 100 people that got that same setup that you got. I done already seen how it turned out 99.9% of the time. And that's why now, if you believe that what you got is real, then keep believing that. Keep believing that. Let it come to pass. When y'all get married, let me know about it so I could jot that down and I could add that to my Rolodex and say, okay, I do know one long distance relationship that started out long distance personally. Don't come in the comments telling me about who you know, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. See, if me being a life coach, I got to hear it for myself on a paid session, because this person paid me to tell me the truth about their life. And now I'm in behind the scenes. See, what you read online, that could be a lie. And what you thought you heard, they could be lying to you. That woman could be getting elbowed in the top of her head every night and you wouldn't even know it. But just because you read an article one time. Yeah, they worked out. Yeah, they were long distance. Yeah, they got married. How they doing at year 5? Okay, now tell me how they doing at year 10. All right, see, that's what I'm looking at. See, a lot of times, you taking pills that just got on the market and you don't know the long-term effects. See, I've been doing this for 13 years, so I know the long-term effects. See, a lot of times people long distance say, oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's great. But then be coming back year 7. Oh, we going through a divorce. All right, just like I told you, the foundation was off. From the beginning, you shouldn't have been in it. So I already knew you had an expiration date on this raggedy relationship because you were so bent on meeting somebody from around the world, because you're talking about you can't meet nobody in your city. The reason why you can't meet nobody in your city is because you're not ready to meet nobody in your city. If somebody is single in your city with breath in their body, then you got the opportunity to meet somebody in your city. But you're going to have to get ready. You got to get that weight off of you, or you got to get that weight on you, or you got to get that education, or you got to get off that raggedy job, or you got to start that business or write that book. You got to elevate yourself. You got to tap into your 3 B's, the brain, the brand, the body. You got to work on you so that you become attractable. The reason why you online and got the date online because you're not doing enough work off of the line. So you getting online because you need a shortcut. But when you get off of the line and you work on you and you get Jesus on the main line, Jesus gonna let you know, I'm not finna send you hoops and hurdles to jump through for no man. Jesus gonna let you know, I have the ability to send your man to your front door. I ain't gonna do that though, but get out your house and go to the grocery store and you might meet him there. Go to the gas station, go to the bookstore, go to the church house. Keep your mask on so you don't catch this here 19, but you're gonna meet him there. I'm not finna have you, the Lord Jesus telling you, I'm not finna have you on no plane flying across no country to meet no man that's still giving you a headache and got you crying. And then you holler about, oh, God could do anything. You exactly right. God could do anything. So why would he send you a long distance relationship that's causing you anguish and anxiety? God is not the author of confusion. So for y'all keep arguing about, oh, God could do anything. Well, why don't you believe God for a convenient relationship? If God could do anything, if you believe God could do anything, why don't you believe God that God will raise up a man and show you a man in your city so that y'all could actually go on dates every week? And then y'all could get married in y'all mutual courthouse and then move in together if you believe God could do anything. Stop expecting God to send you a man 7 hours away when you can't even believe God to send you a man 5 minutes up the road. Come on now. Y'all got to get this thing together. So I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm not coming down off of this. Long distance relationships are not real unless they were real before you went long distance. And if you was real before you went long distance and then you went long distance, if you too long of a distance for too long of a time, it's not going to be real. Trust me when I'm telling you, somebody finna slip up and be in some infidelity like an infidel. You better believe what I'm telling you now. I'm sitting here every single day, doing this every single day, reading thousands of emails. When you get thousands of emails and you doing one-on-one coaching like them, then you come tell me your findings and we'll compare notes. Until then, listen. You better listen to somebody that know. Get your life together before you be butt hurt. Scratch your booty and get glad. Hey, this is Tony Gas, and God bless you.